Our next topic is 5G RAN and 5G core network slice signaling. Network slicing is considered as one of the key features by 3GPP in 5G. A network slice can be looked as a logical end-to-end network that can be dynamically created. A UE may access to multiple slices over the same G node B. Each slice may serve a particular service type with agreed upon service level agreement SLA. Network slicing pointers. First, a network slice is defined within a PLMN and includes the 5G core and 5G RAN network control plane and user plane network. Second, identification of network slice is done via the Signal Network Slice Selection Assistance Information NSSAI, where NSSAI is a collection of SNSSAIs. Third, currently 3GPP allows up to 8 SNSSAIs in the NSSAI sent in signaling messages between the UE and the network means a single UE may be served by at most 8 network slices at a time. Fourth, SNSSAI signaled by the UE to the network assists the network in selecting a particular network slice instance. Fifth, TS 23.501 defines network function, slice and slice instance in terms of network slicing. Next is network function. A 3GPP adopts or 3GPP defined processing function in a network which has defined functional behavior and 3GPP defined interfaces. Note, a network function can be implemented either as a network element on a dedicated hardware, as a software instance running on a dedicated hardware, or as a visualized function instantiated on an appropriate platform, for example, on a cloud infrastructure. Next is network slice, a logical network that provides specific network capabilities and network characteristics. Next is network slice instance, a set of network function instances and the required resources, for example, compute storage and networking resources, which form a deployed network slice. Sixth, network slicing can be classified into hard and soft slicing. In hard slicing, network slices must be completely isolated from each other, whereas in soft slicing, network slices may share certain network resources. Seventh, slice identity management. SNSSAI is an identifier for a network slice across the 5G core, 5G RAN, and the UE. The SNSSAI may be associated with a PLMN, for example, PLMN ID, and have network specific values or have standard values. ASNSSAI is issued by the UE in access network in the PLMN that the SNSSAI is associated with. ASNSSAI is consist of slice or service type and slice differentiator. It refers to the expected network slice behavior in terms of features and services. Slice differentiator SD. It is an optional information that complements the slice or service types to differentiate amongst multiple network slices of the same slice or service type. 8th, SST ID is mandatory and its length is 8 bits, whereas SD is optional. SD to differentiate slices with same SST and having a total length of 24 bits. Standardized SNSSAI has only SST and no SD, while non-standard SNSSAI can be defined as either SST alone, non-standard, or SST plus SD. Standardized SST. The standardized values of SST address the three main use cases: EMBB, URLCC, and MMTC for 5G. As SST length is 8 bits, so it can provide 2 to the power 8 is equal to 256 SST values. 3GPP has reserved values 0 to 127 for standardized SST. Non-standardized values can be used for the SST. Non-standardized values allow operators to introduce network slices which support their own specific service requirements. 3GPP has reserved values 0 to 127 for standardized SST. SST value. Service type. First, enhanced mobile broadband. Second, ultra reliable low latency communication. Third, massive machine type communication. Next is types of NSS AIs. First, subscribed NSS AIs. It is stored in the UDM and 5G core uses this as default when the UE doesn't send a requested NSS AI. Second, configured NSS AI. The PLMN may configure a UE with one or more configured NSS AIs. UE uses this as its default NSS AI. It could be the same as the subscribed SNSS AIs. Up to 16 SNSS AI can be included within a configured NSS AI. The AMF uses the NAS, registration accept or NAS, configuration update command messages to signal the configured NSS AI to the UE. Third, allowed NSS AI. The value assigned by the 5G core and valid in registration areas or the PLMN over a given access type. There can be a maximum of 8 network slices within an allowed NSS AI, that is, a UE can be served by a maximum of 8 network slices. Using all 8 network slices would require the UE to establish 8 PDU sessions. Similar to the configured NSS AI, the AMF uses the NAS registration accept or NAS configuration update command messages to signal that allowed NSS AI to the UE. The allowed NSS AI is also signaled to GNode B using the NG application protocol initial context setup request message. The base station can use this information when allocating resources for the UE. Fourth, requested NSS AI. It can be either configured or allowed NSS AI or a combination. UE sends requested NSS AI in both RRC setup complete and NAS registration request. GNode B uses this for AMF selection and provisional handling before getting allowed NSS AI. 5G core use this for slice selection, validation, etc. and returns the allowed NSS AI. Fifth, rejected NSS AI. It can be rejected in the registration area or for the entire PLMN. UE shouldn't attempt the NSS AI again in the RA or in the PLMN. RAN slice and AMF selection. During NG setup with AMF1 and AMF2, GNode B and AMFs exchange their supported NSS AI lists via NG setup request and NG setup response. GNode B forwarded as NSS AIs per tracking area code. AMF is forwarded as NSS AIs in the PLMN. In the RRC setup complete message, UE optionally provides the requested NSS AI along with a PDU session to be established. Provisional RAN slice selection and AMF selection done based on this. GNode B forwards the NAS registration request to the selected AMF instance and the AMF validates the requested NSS AI using subscribed NSS AI. Here I conclude this course. Hope you understand all the concepts clearly. Meet you in the next course.
If you have any queries, please get in touch with us by typing your comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe to our videos. So what are you waiting for? Join us for the course and do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Also, if you like our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and share our videos.